Good afternoon, folks. You're watching The Hungry Handgunner. I'm Nick, and today this is real laid back. This isn't going to give you any groundbreaking knowledge. If you've thought about making a gun channel on YouTube, if you have thought about starting a blog on guns or whatever, and ever thought to yourself, now there's too many people doing it, stop that. Just giving you just a word of encouragement. I had a friend tell me the other day that he wanted to start a channel. He didn't really want to move forward with it though, because there's people like me, and then there's the big channels, and there's so many gun channels and things out there, right? And I told him, I said, well, that's kind of a silly reason not to do it, because I have multiple firearms, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to get another one. All of them are a little bit different. I only own two of the same gun, and that wasn't, I had an M&P Shield Gen 1 and an M&P Shield Gen 2, and I actually just sold the Gen 1, so rare thing me getting rid of a gun. But all of them are a little different, right? And even with the shields, there was the Gen 1 and the Gen 2. I think it would be foolish to not give it a shot if that's what you want to do. So if you're on the fence, you're watching my channel and you're like, I wish I could do that, or you're watching Jerry Mitchell's channel or Garantham or whoever, you can. The only thing stopping you is you, especially in this day and age. I mean, I started mine with a hand-me-down camera, a general purpose laptop, and the only thing that really hasn't changed is my internet is still slow as all get out. But even your cell phones now, the cameras and whatnot on these are more than sufficient to get started making videos, and you just kind of figure out later on what you want to get into. I still do mine very low production costs, which I'm sure some of you guys can tell. I don't get real fancy with the editing. Right now I'm recording this on a GoPro. I still use a camcorder as my main camera, so you don't have to take out a second mortgage to get into this. You don't need to be some PhD, HDMI, whatever freaking title to do it. So if you enjoy shooting, if you enjoy outdoors stuff, whatever the niche, we're focusing on guns because that's primarily what I do. Whatever it is that you're thinking about doing, even if there are other people with the same subject matter, they're probably not going to do it the same way that you do. You shouldn't be trying to do it the same way that they do. You should bring your own spin to it. You know, I don't know necessarily what that looks like for you. For me, it was, I'm a normal guy, right? I come out here and I shoot, and I try to pass on what I learn. I try to demonstrate, hopefully, that I am getting better with more practice, that I am picking up on different things, techniques, drills, and equipment that I use that I determine I don't like or doesn't fit my parameters for what I need in my daily life. You guys have probably seen me go through 5 or 6 carry guns since I started the channel. I just find things that work better or whatever. I shoot better. And it's just, I wanted from day one, it was a very transparent channel. I let you see my misses. I don't edit them out. If I have a bad day on the range, and that's what makes it into the video, well, number one, I don't have a whole lot of free time to reshoot the video. And number two, it's good to see that, because not everybody is going to be A+ every single time they go to the range. I think that's a good thing to aim for, but we all have days where maybe our shoulders are hurting or forearm injuries or whatever. So that was my thing, and I'm sure there's other channels that are doing that. But when I started it, I wasn't aware of any, and just kind of bringing your own spin, right? I'm still a gun channel. There's lots of those. I still preach preparedness and training and practice and safety. Lots of people do that, or should be, but lots of people do that. But I bring my own spin to it. So don't get discouraged if you see a lot of people doing it. Do it. Have fun with it. That's the big thing, right? I never planned on the channel getting to the point it's at now. I never thought it would. So that's kind of cool. That's just my, as I'm looking at 10,000 subs in the horizon there, kind of distant horizon, but it's there. It's just something I'm thinking about. If I would have stopped when I first thought, well, lots of other people are doing it, there's no reason I need to do it. If I would have given up then, I wouldn't have gotten where I am now, and where I might be in 2 years or 5 years, who knows. And I wouldn't have met a lot of the people. I say met, I know online is the new reality, but I wouldn't have gotten to interact with a lot of you folks. So there is that. Anytime you have any questions, if it's something I can help with, feel free to ask. I'm not always the fastest to get back, but I will do my best, schedule permitting. And I think it's important to try to share what I've learned, and if I don't know, I'll tell you that too. There's a lot I still don't understand about YouTube. So moral of the story, if I'll stop rambling, is if you want to do something, do it. Make a plan, go for it, have fun with it, especially YouTube. It took me 1.5 years to make my first $1 on YouTube, so there is that. I think it's important to keep everything kind of in perspective. Are there people that make a living doing it? Sure. Are there people that make a lot of money doing it? Sure. If you do this for money alone, though, it's going to be a pretty poor rate of return, I would say. Just the amount of time and energy and things like that go into it. So again, if you have questions, feel free. I'll try my best to answer them. Stay safe, keep shooting, and if you're on the fence, make the damn channel. I'll see you next time.